What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to tdphinstalk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Y'all punch that like button on your way in the building. Let your friends and family members know that we are live. Post-training camp coverage. I got a lot to discuss. We're going to get into it, but I'm going to give y'all about a minute to come in the building, all right? We're going to give everybody a good minute to come in the building, all right? Y'all show y'all love and support by punching that like button. All right, y'all come on in the room. Come on in the room. Oh boy, training camp is underway. Shout out to those who watching on Kick. I'm on Kick now. I'm gonna keep on telling y'all I am on Kick now. So if you got a Kick account, go check me out on Kick and follow me on Kick. All right, come over to Kick and watch your boy on Kick. All right, trying to get my numbers up on Kick. You never know. You never know what'll happen. All right. Shout out to JD the Great in the building. Y'all salute, man. Let me know where y'all from in the chat real quick. Put your location. Where are you from? Put it in the chat real quick before we begin. We'll do that for about 1 minute and then I'll get right into training camp. But yeah, because I got a lot to tell y'all about training camp, man. We got a lot to talk about. TFJA is from the Bahamas. That's what's up, man. I got my people on Kick tuning in right now. I already got 9 followers on Kick, so that's pretty dope. We only did 3 streams so far, so that's pretty dope. So those watching on Kick, I go live almost every day. Football season is here, so if you like the Dolphins or NFL football in general, make sure you follow me. And yeah, man, I'll be providing great content right here. All right. Upstate New York, Albany, Palm Beach in the building, Bahamas. That's what's up, man. New York, Orlando, Riviera Beach, Hollywood. That's the crib. That's the crib. Jamaica. I ain't never been to Jamaica. I gotta go. Salt Lake City, Kentucky right now. The Boynton, New Jersey, Broward County 954. Already. Davenport in the house. What up, Juan? Man, Miss Relentless in the house. Salute to you. Lake Worth Beach. Wow. I know we got some people overseas too that be tuning in. Again, y'all punch that like button. TD, my man. Huntsville, Alabama. Ooh, Huntsville. Miami, the crib. Emmanuel, man. That's what's up. Jensen Beach. We're going to get started in just a second, y'all. Beans Day 305. Poking beans. Oh man, Indianapolis is in the house. Salute to y'all, man. South Florida, love you. Salute. All right, y'all. We're about to dive into today's training camp coverage, breaking it all down. Again, if you're on Kick, make sure that you follow me. Right on Kick, hit that follow button. I'm growing my Kick platform. We expanding, baby. It's what we do, all right? Anyway, let's get into it. I got some on my chin. All right, let's get into it. Denver, Colorado in the house. All right, no more shout outs for the locations, man. Let's talk about training camp today. We got to break all that down, okay? All right. Pads came on today. Pads came on today. And anybody who follow this channel, y'all already know I've been down for a while. Like, my team, my team, my team. I've been down for a while. And Chris Greer been making a few little moves here and there. And then yesterday I went to camp, and I'm gonna be honest, man. Yesterday left my stock up. My stock was up, man. I'm like, man, you know what? There might be hope yet. There's still hope yet. But today gave me a totally um, realistic reality of the potential of this team. That offensive line, man, they got to get their act together. The offensive line got to get their act together, y'all. Pads came on today. Obviously, in the run game, you get to the second level, they're not tackling, but those trenches and stuff like that, it's hit and miss. There were some pop runs today, but it's hit and miss on the run game. But pass protection, as many good passes we might have seen, Half of them were probably sacks where the play just continued. I mean, half of them, the plays were continued after the sack. Chop back there, chop, man. And Chop was the owner's jersey, but Chop back there, man, what's the linebacker name everybody been talking about, number 40? Willie Gay, all over the place. All over the place. Willie Gay out there having his way. Willie Gay having his way. Pause. Anyway, Willie Gay is out there having his way, man. He's all over the place. Tackle for loss. In the area. Here, that, man. Brooks having solid practices as well. And I like that about the linebacking core, but again, this is about the O-line. Run blocking, hit or miss. Sometimes you're like, woo, look at that push. And other times you're like, all right, no gain. -2. Willie Gay, Brooks backfield, Chop backfield, Phillips backfield. I don't like that. For the run game. And in the passing game, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all now. In the passing game, it looked like we might be getting rid of that ball quick again. Another year of getting rid of that ball quick. Another year of getting rid of that ball quick, man. You cannot trust this O-line to allow things to want, like routes to develop downfield. I mean, you're going to throw some goals, hype, fake the handoff, turn around, put it up. But not those developing ones where, hey, you're back, you're letting it develop and fire it. You can't trust this O-line. They're going to do it sometimes. They're going to take care of us sometimes. They're gonna do their job sometimes. But, man, you can see where they might give some up, too. And you better hope those ones they give up aren't catastrophic to where Tua is paying the price. Because there's a few plays where in real life, Tua might have been breaking news. In real life, yeah. And I don't want y'all to think that they're terrible out there. I don't want y'all to think that. But here's what people don't realize. In order for us to be proud of our team, the O-line has to play at a top level. And when I say top level, they got to play like top 10 O-line football in the NFL. I don't see that happening. That's all I'm saying. And shout out to those who donating to the channel. I appreciate it a lot. Well appreciated. I forgot even food costs more in Miami. But yeah, and I'll get to the super chats in just a moment. But yeah, I'm concerned about this O-line. I don't have and don't get me wrong, I love what I'm seeing from Patrick Paul. I love what I'm seeing from Jonah Savailoa, whatever, Savailoa, whatever it is. I love what I'm seeing. Austin Jackson's struggling, y'all. The right side of the line, and I can't say that they're the only ones causing problems, but at times the O-line look like they're the 18th best in the league, and other times they look like they're the 30th best. We need top 10 play, and I'm not seeing it yet. This is the beginning of training camp. They got a lot of time to get some continuity, get their feet wet, go against different looks, all that good stuff. So I'm not going to write a conclusion, but that part has to improve. I hope they have a much better day tomorrow because the Pads, if I'm not mistaken, they're on again. Let's move forward. Defensive side of the football. I hate streams like this, man, because yesterday they had me pumped. I saw some great things, obviously things they can work on, but them corners cooked. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm tired of seeing wide open tight ends. I'm tired of seeing wide open windows in the zone on the sideline. I'm tired of these go routes wide open. I'm sorry. Guys out here catching the ball all over the intermediate part of the football field. For 15, for 20, the sideline for 25. Oh my gosh. And I can't even say it's, the quarterback's ripping it up. They're making nice throws, but it ain't like they're contested. I'm not seeing many contested throws. I mean, it's a good thing they're finding the open guy, but gosh, you got to be that open? Like, iron is not sharpening iron. Iron is not sharpening iron. Them corners getting toasted. And then you got our safety, Ashton Davis. Ashton Davis, I believe, went down today. A lot of people scared. They feel like, man, this might be a little bit more serious. He might just be out. I haven't checked. They might even already told us, but I haven't checked yet. But I don't know if it's minor or if it's serious. He was in a boot with crutches at the end of practice, leaving, going off. And you add that, gosh. And in the one-on-ones, I saw some of the guys doing, like, let me say this. In one-on-ones today, I saw corners sticking right with the receivers, but they were still getting toasted. They were still getting toasted. And now, oh my gosh, the secondary. We right back to my biggest fear before yesterday. It was the O line and the corners. It's the secondary period. The O line and the secondary period. And Greer made moves, but them guys got to play. We'll see in preseason. We'll see, if they do so, if they play, and if they play against the other team, the first unit. We'll see how they hold up against the Detroit Lions. I hope they play it out and don't sit everybody. But that's a big concern, and I'm not talking about one where we just brush over. Obviously, you got to allow time to tell. Give them an opportunity. Maybe this is just rust, and they'll get whipped into shape. But all I'm saying to you is, right now they got to be better. Right now they have to be better. That's all I'm saying. Also, listen, quarterback's confusing me now because Zach Wilson looked better today, made a lot of throws. And Ewers, it wasn't terrible, but he went back down a little bit today. And once again, Tua is Tua. Made some big time throws, threaded some needles, a lot of wide open guys, but Tua is Tua. And I don't know if y'all caught this. If you haven't, you need to go subscribe to the Dolphins Collective. Me, Omar, Alan, and Doug on the Dolphins Collective. Right now, we're running it on Monday and Thursdays at 7:30. But I asked them a question before the show ended. Have you seen improvement in Tua? Like this next level? Because Omar always says, Tua has to take that next level. Not saying he will, but, he can. And even he admit he's the same guy. There's nothing in this off season where you're like, oh man, you could tell, a little difference in this or a difference in that, or he in his bag. He the same guy. And for me personally, that's the biggest concern for this team. Why? Because people are under the impression that if everything around him functions better and they do better, then he'll be better. And I've been one of those individuals that say, to what extent? To what extent? And I'm going to tell y'all now, if that O line ain't top 10, it's a wrap. They got a ball out this year. Tua had some plays where he had to run, and I'm just up there yelling, slide, and he just running. I'm like, plays where he holding on to the football and it's a sack, get rid of it. Throw it away. It's crazy. We need better. And I don't want to squander this year. I don't want to squander this year. I don't want the Dolphins to squander this year. You sound tongue tied today or something. Yeah, man, I am a little bit because it's like I want better. And I felt like there was light at the end of the tunnel to say, you know what, man, we might be cooking up something special. And maybe we are. Maybe we are. But that old line got to do better in pass protection for sure. And shout out to the homie with the blitz pickup, Tony H in the building, said, what's your thoughts on the running game, TD? Yeah, I was explaining to them a little bit earlier in the stream. The running game is hit and miss. There's plays where we got holes in the running back making plays, bouncing outside, getting a nice 15. But there's also a lot of Willie Gay, Brooks, Chop, Jalen Phillips, Chubb in the backfield, -1, -2, no gain, 2-yard gain. So it's hit and miss, and I'm not one of those people that will count 3 negatives and then a 15-yard pop and be like, ooh, the running game nice. I still remember them 3 negatives. A good running game is pushing forward, and putting the string of plays together that's positive. And this running game right here, man, there's a lot of stuffing the line for no gains and -1s and 2s, or getting a little 1 or 2, and a few pops in between. Few pops. And some of them pops may not even be 15-yard runs because the defender about 4 or 5 yards in, they come touch them and they keep running because they're not tackling hard. So I'm not impressed by the running game. I don't see nothing special. Well, nothing but the same occasional run by every team, every 4 or 5 runs where, oh, that was solid. I count games, I count plays in game time situation. So you come out there and you run for -2. Next play, you run for 2. Then you have a 5-yard out. That's a punt to me. Even though the next play you may do more 7 yards or something, but in general football, that's a punt to me. And then when you do have a successful play and you punch in a 15-yard pass or something, it's wide open. That's tested. Y'all hear me now? Yes. You want to check? My mic is up. I don't know why. Nothing changed. Still bad. All right. Give me a second. All right. All right. Ooh. Testing. Can y'all hear me now? What about now? What about now? The video is terrible, but what about now? What about me? Testing. Oh. Yeah, something wrong with my yeah, something's definitely wrong with my something definitely wrong with my phone mic for some reason. I hate the glare and unplug it. No, that was my phone I was actually on. I was on my phone. So it looks bad now. Now this is on the computer. I was on my phone doing that live. So I was trying not to I was trying to use my phone or whatever because I knew my camera wasn't the best. Well, let me hit a light real quick. Oh. All right. I'll just use that light and close that up. All right. So there's a little bit of a glare, but y'all be all right. We see you now, TD. All right, Meyer. Cool. All right, but yeah, man. Back to what we were saying. And sorry about the inconvenience. Let me hit these super chats real quick. People blessing the channel with their hard-earned money. Carlos said, TD, you the man. Salute to you, Carlos. Love you, brother. Doug all day said, give the O-line a little more time to try and gel, TD. You know, obviously that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give them time. I mean, we ain't got no choice. We ain't got no choice. We have to. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see what that ends up turning out to be. But right now, I need better. The pads came on and that told me something. What's good, TD? Who's our starting D line, man? I mean, you're the rotation, you know. The rotation, you know. You know you got Chubb, you know you got Chubb, you got Phillips, you got Zeeler, and you're gonna have the rookie. Y'all notice I keep saying the rookie because I keep forgetting his name. I don't know why. It keeps on. I keep running a blank on his name. Kenneth Grant, yeah, and I won't remember that in 5 minutes for some reason. Something about it. Simple name. Don't know why. And you know what? It's probably because he's one of the least talked about players. It's probably simply because nobody talks about our first round pick this year. Y'all notice that? I haven't. I haven't even noticed him on the field. I haven't said, "Oh, that's Kenneth Grant," and maybe he balling. Has anybody else talked about him? Have y'all heard anybody else out there talking about him? Any other writers or anybody? I noticed Patrick Paul. He out there mauling and fighting.
But have y'all heard anybody talking about Kenneth Grant? Y'all let me know, because I think there's a reason for it, because I don't know if he's even I don't even notice him. And maybe he's making plays, or maybe he ain't doing nothing. But I don't even know. I haven't seen a big guy going up the middle just imposing his will. I see people in the backfield all day. Maybe he's creating that. I don't know. But I just thought about it, so I need to pay attention to it tomorrow. I was watching those corners like I told y'all yesterday. I was watching them today. Still can't tell who's who, because when they put the pads on, they stuff their jerseys up so you could barely see the number and the name. But the corners was getting cooked, so it don't matter. They were out there getting cooked. So I'll watch out for Kenneth Grant tomorrow. I'll watch out for him tomorrow. Big C been noticing him? That's good, man. I might have to ask Big C what he's seeing, because I ain't noticing. And have you, like I said, have you heard anybody else talking about him? Have you seen any of the writers talking about him? He lost in translation. Don't even know. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll check him out tomorrow. Pads come on again. It took Chop till midseason last year. I expect the same from him. What did it take Chop till midseason to do? Let's be careful now. It ain't like Chop out here being dominant. It ain't like Chop out here being elite in midseason. It ain't like none of that. Chop got to take the next step now. Chop ain't arrived yet. He just did enough last year to make you feel like, okay, we can build on this. Let's make sure we keep that in perspective, because we always do this. We always do this. Chop is explosive. Chop gets off of the ball very fast. We ain't going to sit here and act like he imposing his will. What about Jordan Phillips? Jordan Phillips that we drafted in the 5th round? Is that who you're talking about? Please let me know in the chat. Who was that? Miller Hendricks. You particularly, you need to respond to me as soon as possible. Are you talking about the one that we took in the 5th round? Please let me know. Told you that Jack Jones is not it. Marvin, maybe, but it's too early, bro. It's too early. I believe Omar was talking about Grant this morning, putting O-line on skates and tossing them around during one-on-ones. Yeah. I ain't talking about no one-on-one. They love watching one-on-ones. I don't care about one-on-one, because in the game of football, it's not about one-on-one. It's about being potentially one-on-one and identifying if it's going to be 2-on-1, or if it's a stunt. It's more to the game than whether you can just bully somebody and, I'm stronger than you and I handle my own. I don't know why people pay so much attention to them one-on-one battles. Yeah, those are the fights. But the game is much more vast than the one-on-one matchups. Just like the receivers one-on-one. Out there playing who be who, but all it takes is one safety over the top, and none of that matters. So, yeah, we'll see. But let me see. Did he respond about Jordan Phillips? He didn't respond about Phillips yet. Because the reason why I want Miller to respond, Jordan Phillips, the 5th rounder. So it is the 5th rounder. I don't know. I ain't seen him. Because I sure been looking for him. That's why I wanted to be clear. That's who you was talking about. I sure been looking for him. Because I know that could have been Shedeur Sanders, who in Cleveland out there ripping it up right now. Who in Cleveland balling. And for the people that be like, he's going against third stringers, then why our third stringers be struggling sometimes? Yeah, that Jordan Phillips, just saying, listen, he going to have to become something. You mean against third and fourth team? Yeah, that's my point exactly. That's my point exactly. Bro, Ewers is ripping it. Yesterday he was. Today, Ewers did nothing today. Absolutely nothing. Mike White, I keep saying Mike White. Lord, Zach Wilson was better today. Ewers was my guy yesterday. I loved it. But it just made me upset today that Mike White had a better day. And Ewers was like kind of so like, fumbling snaps, all kind of stuff. Tomorrow, are they going starters? What do you mean by that? Of course. I mean, every day they go starters. But they're going pads tomorrow, yes. You said Mike White again. I know. I just keep saying Mike White. And maybe I should keep saying Mike White. Maybe it ain't going to be no difference. Zach Wilson, Mike White. Maybe there ain't no difference. Maybe there is no difference. Maybe there's a reason I keep telling myself or saying to myself, Mike White. Yeah, it don't matter, man. TD, what do you expect from the QB position this season? It's weird when you say, what do I expect? I expect more of the same because it's the reality. So what do I expect? I expect Tua to play. I actually expect him to stay healthy this season and play 17 games. I expect him to have 9 really good games. I expect him to have 4, let's go 3 average games where it's like he didn't play great today. He didn't help us win. He contributed to the loss, but it wasn't terrible. I expect about 3 of those. And I expect 5 games where it's like, oh my God. See what I'm talking about? I expect about 5 of those. That's what I expect from the quarterback position. More of the same. Go ahead and rip it up for 9 games. Average 260 yards for about 9 games. Get you about 2 touchdowns in each of those 9 games. And then those average games, you go ahead and average your 220. And you get your 1 touchdown or 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, or 1 touchdown and a pick. Like middle of the road games. About 3 of those. And then 5 stinkers. And when I say stinker, it may not even be a stinker all the way through, but he blew the game at the end. Threw a pick when it mattered most. Sack fumble when it mattered most. Or whatever it may be. That's what I expect from the quarterback position this year. Because there ain't nothing where I can say he's gotten better in this that I could tell in camp already. It's just more of the same. Going through the motions. More of the same. We're just hoping that we put structure around him that's better, that would elevate him. And you know, I mean, this is why debating now about our quarterback position is so ridiculous. Like, nobody should debate with anybody. I think everybody realizes now, even if they want to still deny it, we have a quarterback that doesn't elevate anybody around him. No, he's not a bad quarterback. He's not even average. He's a good quarterback. He's solid. But he's not elevating anything. He's not putting anything on his back. That's not what he's going to do. Will he have 1 or 2 moments in the season where it's like, wow, for heaven's sake? Yeah. Every quarterback does. but most quarterbacks have about 5 or 6 of those moments in a season. He'll have one or two. He'll have one or two. Yeah, that's what it is. So there's your answer. If you got any more questions, I got about 15 minutes. Put your questions in the chat right now. I'll answer them for you. Shout out to those who hit me up at camp, take pictures, and hang out with me. Salute to every single one of y'all. I had somebody today that was pretty cool. He actually worked in the organization, came up and, dapped me up, showed some love. I appreciate them. They know who they are. I don't want to get too much into detail before they be like, oh, you already know. But yeah. Any question you have, put it in the chat right now. Yeah, we got a few minutes to answer a few questions. I guess what some call the mailbag. You can put your questions in right now, and I will answer them for you. How the O-line looked in pass today. I came in the chat late. Not great at all. It was actually disappointing and a little bit concerning. So, not good at all. Not good at all. Okay. Another 9-8 season. I got us at 9. Can Marshall Jr. be a key contributor in this secondary? I got to see him make plays on the field. I got to see these guys make plays on the field. Anybody who wants to be or think they can be a key contributor, I got to see them make plays on the field. It's that simple. TD, what happened if Shedeur leads Cleveland to a better record than us? Me personally, I'm going to be livid. I don't think that's going to happen at all. They're going to have a team, and I think they can make some win some games with Shedeur, but it's not going to happen. The owner today made it seem like it was the general manager's decision, but reports said it was the owner's decision. So I don't know. And that's to draft them. But I'll tell you this, man. They're probably going to start Flacco because Pickett hurt just because. And they're going to give Dylan Gabriel every opportunity to be a guy. And they're just going to sit Shedeur there unless things get so bad. But he's been the best quarterback in camp by far. So when you have a whole city, when you have a whole team, you got everybody sitting there saying to you, it's not making any sense. Then you can look real bad if you're going with somebody else and it ain't working out. Say Shedeur is garbage, hypothetically, right? It still can look real bad if Dylan ain't the guy or Flacco stinks it up or Pickett. It looks real bad. You look better giving people what they want and it's not working out than going the other way and it don't work out. So who knows? Somebody, oh boy, the haters always show up. Warrior Joe said, don't follow this fraud. Warrior Joe, 10 people probably just follow me because you said not to. Because there's a lot of people who love thinking for themselves and they don't get on the internet and try to influence or tell other people what to do. That's the beautiful thing about mature people. And it also is telling about the immature people. The ones that sit on here don't follow this fraud. Anytime you think somebody a fraud and you actually click on their stuff, what does that make you? And to everybody watching, y'all be thinking they get to me. I just love teasing them back. It's just a little fun for me. Actually making them, giving my haters common sense sometimes. Like making them think about what they're actually doing, how stupid it actually is. Like, think about it. A person literally saying, don't follow this fraud. What does that make you? For number one, trying to get people to not follow me, which means it's obvious you have a hate for whatever I do, whether it's fraudulent or not. And number two, why are you here? How are you here? There's something in you that made you say, this is a fraud, and let me go in there and tell people don't follow him because he's a fraud. Like, what real one does that? What real person does that? Make it make sense. And please, y'all, don't TD ignore the haters. I love them. I love them. I love talking to the haters sometimes just to make them see what logic is it to actually click on the fraud. What sense does that make? Giving the fraud another click, hitting the algorithm, and the algorithm put this on more people's timeline because the fraud came in here, and the fraud engaged and interacted by leaving a comment, which also increases the visibility of the video with the algorithm. Like, what sense does it make? The intention to hurt the channel is helping it. And just from a person standpoint, what kind of person clicks on something that they don't rock with? It's hilarious. But the reason why I stop to entertain you, people like you sometimes, is because I want y'all to do better, man. Here's a rule of mine. If you're not going to stop by to enjoy the content, consume it to enjoy it, let me say this. Never waste your time or money on something you're not going to consume to enjoy. Because otherwise, you could be making some money during this time. Instead, you making me more money. You could actually be out there hustling for yourself, doing something for yourself, making some cash. As expensive as stuff is in this world, you ain't like, come on. Jeez. That's the definition of rent-free. I live rent-free in your head. If you're not going to enjoy it, then don't do that. That's crazy to me. People will spend the most valuable thing on this earth, which is time, enriching or advancing the people they hate and don't even realize it. When you could be making money for yourself or doing something else that can help others. It's insane to me. I've never understood that logic. I've never understood it. TD, maybe you're right on the target with your takes. Time always tells. I never claim to just be right until time tells. And if time tells that I was right, I tried to tell y'all. If time tells I was wrong, I'm humble enough to come on here and be like, I didn't even see that coming. I said this, and this is what actually happened. People don't keep score like that, man. And you should. Come on, man. TD, stop hurting your bottom line. Encourage them to hate you. The more hate, the more money in your pocket. No. Listen, I'm blessed anyway. So, like, I wish it wasn't like that. I wish you didn't need haters to prosper. And you don't, but, I wish, that didn't help. Because I want everybody to prosper. I want everybody to win. I really do. I don't want my haters to sit around poopy about my opinions and they walking around here, they ain't got nothing going for themselves. I don't want that. So I say things like what I say to try to encourage them more than anything. And then there's a young man that might be 16 or 18 right now that has an impressionable mind that's thinking to himself, oh, okay, I view this man as a man, and this is how you're supposed to live your life. You're not supposed to be hating on people. Go out here and get this cash instead. Well, and that might help that young person be productive, start their life off the right way instead of wasting it, wasting time. See, I think I feel like people come on this show because they want to know the information I have to offer. They enjoy how I deliver it, and they have a good time. That's what you're supposed to pursue in life. But to actually click on something that you don't rock with just to make a comment to show everybody you don't rock with it and try to get them to not rock with it either, it is loser mentality. It really is. But I pray for you. All right. TD, the top 3 offense, top 10 defense equals Super Bowl. Nothing you tell me in a ratio standpoint can equal Super Bowl or guarantee. It gives you a higher probability. It gives you a higher probability. So, yeah, you give me the number 3 offense and top 10 defense. Yeah, I feel like we're at least top 5 in the league, top 7, and we got a real good shot at potentially winning one. But you'll never guarantee it. All right, TD, you're preaching the word. I try to, man. I try. All right. Sad part is nobody has expectations of this team. We just have hope and faith. This is true, and I hope they change that. And I was laughing with the fellas yesterday at practice because we all laughed and said something together, which might be so true. It's like when we keep getting hype and expecting something, they let us down. And now that everybody is lulled and like, man, I don't expect nothing, is when they actually might do something. That's how they are, right? That's how it is, man. So I hope that works out that way. Who knows? We'll see. We shall see. All right. You just want the team to suck and do bad. So let me read this last comment. You just want the team to suck and do bad so that Tua can be cut or traded because you want a mobile quarterback. You will always say the O-line is bad. Rinse and repeat analysis. I'm not the one that always complain about the O-line. I am breaking it down saying they're not looking great in camp, but I'm not the one that complains about an O-line. I complain about quarterback play because they keep putting out all these stats about the O-line, but you want to know another O-line that's even worse than the Dolphins the last couple of years that continues to show how much time their quarterback has to throw and everything? Joe Burrow. Does that impact him on offense? Does that hurt the Cincinnati Bengals on offense? Does that impact Joe Burrow and his ability to produce on that offense at all? Lowest time to throw and everything in the NFL, low protection grades, everything lower than the Dolphins. Even if it's barely lower, it's still worse. Does that impact Joe Burrow? Does it impact Joe Burrow from still showing elite play regardless? And he ain't even mobile. He ain't even mobile. He's not even mobile. Get out of here and talk about it. Yes, that don't impact Joe Burrow. The man had MVP numbers last year. All he needed was 2 more wins and he should have won it. Truth be told, all he needed was 2 more wins and he should have won it, but that's a team stat. Anyway, man, I got to get up out of here. Thank y'all for tuning in. Yeah, we might do something later tonight. Thank y'all for tuning in. Somebody said drop the member link. I don't have a member link on this one. It's going to be a Patreon link for people who want to come on and chop it up on late Tuesday night starting next week. So people who join the Patreon I have a Patreon. Those who join the Patreon, TD Finstalk, they're going to have a link that's dropped before the Tuesday late night show, and they can come on and chop it up with me about this team. So get ready for that. Some people might go sign up now, but if not, you can just wait till next week too. But you'll be first in line. I'll have the Patreon up, and then on Tuesday nights, it might be twice a week, but I know Tuesday after the Dolphin Collective when the season start, that's probably going to be well, I'm starting next week, but when the season started, it'll probably be after the Dolphins Collective post-game show. You know, my Patreon members can come in and chop it up. Anyway, I got to get out of here. Love y'all. TD, none of us know what Patreon is. We're so hood. Patreon is just a site where it's just like the membership, but it's a Patreon account because they don't take as much. And you get the exclusive content. Like we're working on vlogs and stuff with my family. I put videos on there, exclusive videos. Like if you want to come on this show, I put the link in the chat every Tuesday night. You can go on the Patreon site and click on the link and come backstage. I let you in. We chop it up a little, all that good stuff. All right. So it has its own little fee or whatever. Again, I'm not going to have no crazy Patreon. I used to have like $50 tier, $25 tier. I think I'm going to do everybody the same and make it like $6, $7 or something. That way I can have more people interact more and stuff like this. And yeah, it's going to get flooded. But you know, it's just to, you know, get the community more involved in the show. All right. But stay tuned for it. The Patreon is up right now, but I'll be making some adjustment to it. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I got to get my family to dinner, get them something to eat. Thank y'all for those who bless me and my family via Super Chats or Cash App. Love y'all, love y'all, love y'all. Fins up no matter what. I will see y'all tomorrow. Pads come on again. Okay? And I'll break it all down. See you soon. Peace. I'm out.